Let's go to some real serious stories. Can we hit that like, share the show? It's Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide, etc., etc., etc. Patreon.com/HalSparks. Support the show. Honestly, I feel like at least once a week, I'm bringing up something that nobody else is mentioning. Even the folks that are on our side that are great at this stuff, they just seem to blow past this. And I really do feel like this is a meaningful point. Like I said, anytime there's a rift in MAGA, you got to shove a fucking crowbar in that crack and start moving it back and forth. And you've also got to start calling these assholes out for being hangers on. These are, every time they bring up welfare queen, everyone should respond with, you mean like the entire state of Missouri? You mean like Louisiana? The whole fucking state? Sorry, big government is a problem, and yet your state has umpteen mayors, congresspeople, 2 senators, a House and a Senate and a governor for a population smaller than Chicago? What are you talking about? You're not small government conservatives, or you'd fucking quit. If any of the House representatives and the Senate representatives, the state and House in Louisiana, actually believed anything about their small government conservative stuff, they'd go, you know what? We don't need government this big. There's just too many people in here. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Keep my salary. Spend it on something else. I'm going to go back to work. And the fact that on a state like Louisiana, with all of its problems, that you'd pick the fucking Speaker of the House from that? I mean, it was embarrassing that Mitch McConnell, from my original home state of Kentucky, was the fucking, the head of his party in the Senate and the Speaker, or rather, the Senate Majority Leader. Based on what? What part of this? What does Kentucky have to show for what they've done with all the resources in that state? There's great education there. There's great investment there. Mostly it's Arabian horses, but that's a start. Used to be the only Corvette fucking factory in the country in Bowling Green, Kentucky. There was bourbon, there was tobacco for a long time, right? That went away. Even Mitch McConnell was like, we're fucked without weed, so how about hemp? Again, red state senators especially should be fucking embarrassed to demand anything from their Senate colleagues. Especially when they're from a state with a fucking population smaller than a big American city. It's just, it's lame. But let's go to a real news story. Let's who needs... I didn't realize that Glenn Beck was doing stories about Greg Gutfeld, but apparently he is. Fucking this giant monkey wearing a mask, and he's got a fever blister. Is the idea? At least he was masked up. He was at least covering it, and then some red stater pulled his mask. Why are you wearing a mask? You gay? And then they pulled it down and realized he had a big cold sore, and then he bit them while they were trucking. I don't know why there's a truck on fire. And look, Glenn, try as you might, your shitty AI thumbnails are no competition for Benny Johnson's shitty AI thumbnails. They're fucking ridiculous. And let me tell you something. If you're having to do a story about escaped herpes monkey, which again I'm not saying it's about Greg Gutfeld. It could be about Stu. It could be about one of Glenn's exes. We don't know. Yeah, I love that they actually... I want to see the prompt to make this fucking image. A giant ape escaped from a medical facility with a herpes sore on its lip and is destroying the highways of America. I don't know what it was. I need to see. I'm going to need from now on that anybody who does an AI thumbnail, I'm going to need to see the description, the prompt they put into the image generator in their comments on the video. AI prompt for a Jan 6 Trumpanzee on a... Yes, right. They probably just put in like, show my favorite Jan 6er. What would Jan 6 look like if we were being realistic? Right. So, disease-infected monkeys loose in Mississippi. Well, guess what, dummy? Nobody's going to do anything about it.
I have some good news. Let's start with...
Oh, good. Hold on. This is loud. Hold on.
Good news. President Trump is touring Asia and making all kinds of deals.
No, he's not.
Donald Trump is single-handedly reshaping the earth.
Okay, well then I guess we're good.
He really is.
No, he's really not.
He is reshaping everything single-handedly.
Oh, it's like what's the phrase I'm looking for? Like a great reset?
I know. He has done more than the Great Reset did with...
Thankfully, I guess, right? Wasn't the Great Reset bad? Well, I mean, maybe he means his book, which didn't sell shit.
All of that money, all of the campaigns, everything that they were doing. Listen to this, what he has just done.
It's another globalist outreach. What are you talking about? They're just, you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to do like the Pacific trade deal that was happening in 2015. They're trying to jumpstart that while pretending not to. That's what this is.
Signed a framework agreement August 28th.
Framework. Oh, that's adorable.
Between Trump and the Japanese Prime Minister. Mutual stockpiling of rare earth elements, REEs, okay? To ensure...
Mutual stockpiling. Yeah, we have more than they do. You know what that means? They buy some of our rare earths and sit on them.
Supply security, that's Japan. Cooperation with international partners, U.S. allies, to shield the supply chain from disruptions.
Oh, you mean globalism. Cool, okay.
The goal is to reduce China's 90% control over the global rare earth minerals.
Yeah, we know. That's been going on for years. We've been shifting away from that since COVID, largely. Remember the whole CHIPS thing? Remember that shit? That's in part of the Chips and Science Act as well. Hold on. Provisions in the Chips and Science Act. One moment, please.
For tech, EVs, defense, and AI. Okay, they have a 90...
EVs? What? I don't understand. You're sure? EVs, electric vehicles.
percent stranglehold. So that's what he did in Japan. Now, also, but
which he didn't do anything in Japan. Japan is not a major source of rare earth minerals. They just aren't.
That with the...
You know who is? Ukraine.
$550 billion strategic investment from Japan in the U.S.
He's been talking about that same shit since the spring. Again, it's this optional if they wanna. It's horseshit. That's why it's a framework, dum-dum. They don't have to do any of it.
Including a $490 billion launch phase.
Launch phase. Yeah, phase.
$200 billion for nuclear, AI, and energy projects. Small.
Mm-hmm. Just slathered across it. This is all the shit from Alpha Bank, dummy. Or, not Alpha Bank. What's his name? Whatever, fuck it.
Modular reactors with Westinghouse.
It's been talking about this since fucking 2 years ago.
House and Mitsubishi.
Not him. Like, the government's been working on it.
And supply chain boosts in critical minerals. Trump tried.
From where? From where? How is this restructuring shit, dummy?
Tied that to the tariffs. Japan got an auto import tariff slash from 27 to 15%.
Right, which makes their vehicles made in Japan completely cheaper than any car made in the United States. Even theirs.
Exchange for the investments. In 2 weeks, in the last 2 weeks, listen to what he has done.
All right, in 2 weeks, what has he done?
He has made multiple pacts with allies.
Okay. Have we ever had pacts with allies before? I mean, how do you even define ally? Just multiple pacts. Sure.
Australia, critical minerals framework, mining processing, and rare earth mineral recycling scrap.
Recycling scrap. He's making deals for rare earth minerals with countries that don't have any. So they're taking their old electronics and scraping them.
Then in Japan, I just told you, Malaysia. He just did a memo of understanding on.
Sorry. Sorry, my nipples got hard. A memo of understanding. You don't say. That and $6 will buy you a cup of fucking coffee. A memo of understanding. Does he even understand what was in the memo, dipshit?
Critical mineral diversification. In Ukraine, a 10-year access to titanium and rare earth minerals. In
What'd I say?
Thailand, an MOU on rare earth mineral supply.
An MOU. A memo of understanding. These are not deals, dum-dum.
Add that to what else he has done.
Okay, so we'll add, what's 0 plus anything?
He is outflanking China.
This is the TPP redux. And he's not even doing it well. Yes, my nips could absolutely cut glass right now. Like if I needed to get out of a submarine.
He is trying to break the back of China.
Is he now? Okay, sure. Does he have a memo of understanding with China's back to break?
He is friend shoring.
He's friend shoring. Yeah. He's bringing our friends back home. Well, who drove him away, dumb fuck? By what? Getting us back to where we were before this tariff bullshit? That's what this is. We're going right back to where we were before all this tariff nonsense. This is to give him a landing strip so he can get out of his dumb fuck tariffs. Stupid.
What he's actually doing.
He's not doing anything. A memo of understanding is not something that is done. A pact for what? Australia to like rummage through old TV sets for magnets? The fuck out of here.
He is putting all of this.
Say America first. Just say America. He's putting America first while you're at it.
Emphasis on rare earth minerals. He's cutting Asia away from China.
Sorry. It's just so stupid. That's totally what he's doing. Oh my God. So he's decoupling. So we're, Jesus Christ. Oh.
He's cutting Europe away from China. He's cutting South America away from China.
No, he's not. He's declaring war on South America.
He has moved all of the resources of rare earth minerals to us.
No, he hasn't. We're the biggest market for him, stupid, besides China. That's it. China uses more of their rare earth minerals than they sell. They sell 90% of them because they make a lot of them because they don't give a fuck about what happens to the environment.
Thing outside of China is coming our way now. That is massive.
Do we have someplace to put it? I didn't know. Do we build big warehouses or whatever? Or should we just pour them into the Grand Canyon and we'll just use them? Like somebody can go down there and shovel them out when they need them.
Massive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the Phase 1 China deal. I remember you said the same thing about that.
We were sitting ducks with rare earth minerals 6 months ago.
No, we were not.
A year ago.
No, we were not.
Total sitting ducks. They had.
No, you're thinking of 2020 when COVID hit and Trump tried to do his shit little deal through and then got stiffed on it and got mad at Xi Jinping. That's when we were the shifting of the holy shit. Like I told you guys about this fucking mine outside of Las Vegas, which has a bunch of rare earths, almost our capacity needs here. The fucking lithium that they discovered in the Salton Sea. Like, good Lord, man. This has been going on.
Everything coming their way. We were not doing any kind of strategic thinking on this.
We were doing lots of strategic thinking on it. You think he did any strategic thinking on this? A memo of understanding. That's like concepts of a plan.
At all. And this isn't piecemeal.
I'm sorry. Like, I love that Glenn thinks he's like, wow, finally.
This is
stupid. You're being stupid. This is fucking stupid.
Operation Warp Speed for...
excuse me. That it's Operation Fart Steed. Thank you very much.
Captain's log.
All right. Rare earth minerals. The guy is so...
Yeah, he's a master thinker. Yeah. That's the... Mm-hmm. It's without him, this is all Elon Musk. They're still having little quiet phone calls.
Head of everyone else. He is reshaping global trade
to make it global again after his own party tried to stifle globalism. This is the anti-globalist, by the way. Just saying. What he's saying is instead of having a bilateral situation with China where we'll have to get it from a bunch of other places because China's about to fucking collapse. That's why. It's becoming like a militaristic state entirely. And their production of stuff and their demographic collapse is going to be all about like protecting and shoring up their own country and their own government. That's why.
And permanently, hopefully, sidelining China so we are never having to put our hand out to China. It's remarkable what is happening.
It just I'm often stunned that he manages to get stupider. By the way, this is a video entitled "Disease-Infested Monkeys Loose in Mississippi."
It's remarkable.
It is. It's remarkable. Stu doesn't seem to believe it. Stu is reading the same thing you're reading and going, memo of understanding. Pacts with allies. Those should go without saying. Don't you automatically have a pact if they're your allies? If they have stuff and they don't give it to you, they wouldn't be an ally, I guess. And
now let me give you another story. A truck hauling 21 monkeys to a testing facility in Florida.
What were they testing? Lube?
Returned in Mississippi.
Yeah, how did we make this jump?
Because if he doesn't jump to something ridiculous, Stu, like this, that can drive a clip or something, he'll have to admit that a memo of understanding is fucking ridiculous.
Has
It
he
is not a deal.
signed a memorandum of understanding?
See, look, I told you. I fucking told you. I told you he's stuck on it. He can't read it and go, memo of understanding. I don't know, Glenn. Memo of understanding. It sounds like a jerk off. Like you go all the way over there and kiss everybody's ass, and all you come back with a memo of understanding. What the fuck does that mean? That's not a deal. It's not a pact. It's nothing. There's a memo of understanding. You can tell. I told you. It's stuck in his goddamn head. He's like,
With the monkeys?
Nope. They're still negotiating. According to the Jasper County Sheriff's Office, the act.
By the way, a memo of understanding means the beginning of negotiations. It doesn't mean the end of negotiations. But Glenn, of course, is fucking stupid.
Accident occurred on Interstate 59 near the 117-mile marker just north of Heidelberg.
Trump's America.
6 rhesus monkeys from Tulane University
Those are the ones with peanut butter inside.
escaped. Officials said 5 of the 6 that escaped have now been destroyed. We have been in contact with an animal disposal company to help handle the situation.
Boy, I want to see an interview with those guys. Yeah, they call us down here anytime they got, this is my Monkey Blaster 2000. They only call us out for these big jobs. Usually I'm doing snakes. Sometimes I do like cockroaches, shit like that. But being down there in Florida, it's mostly, at this point, herpes monkeys, herpes alligators, herpes boa constrictors. Because not only will they thrash you a good bit, drag you underwater, stuff you under a log, eat you later, but if you do survive, you got a big nasty sore. So, we got to... Shit, I shouldn't have recocked it. That's dumb. That's action movie bullshit. I'm sorry. You don't have to recock. Once there's one in the chamber, you ain't got to... It just looks so fucking macho. The other day, I was standing there with my Monkey Blaster 2000, and I was just like showing all like hack like that a bunch of times. When the monkey showed up, I was fucking empty. I ended up having to throw the shells at him. It was fucking embarrassing. See the sore on my lip? All right.
The Mrs.
By the way, they were taken to Florida largely for it wasn't for medical testing. They're taking them to Florida because they were ordered off of Tinder.
Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, Parks, and I guess now
And monkeys.
monkeys
Right, yeah.
is still looking for one diseased monkey still on the loose.
Have you, have you checked the studio?
100% the beginning of an outbreak movie.
Oh my!
Yeah, but wait, what are you gonna have people do? Stay indoors, isolate themselves, protect themselves against a diseased monkey on the loose? No, you tell them to go back to work and walk around, send your kids to school. You know what I mean? Don't let the government control you. But, with all this, like, monkey pandemic bullshit.
That's exactly how it happens. Just the one gets away. Oh, we got 5 of the 6. What's the big deal?
What was the one? What was the movie
Oh, dear. 28 days later.
with what's his name? Tommy. Remember, he was the escaped convict. He was the doctor, and they were hauling him. He was the doctor from Ohio, based on a true story. And they're hauling him, and he escapes. He has to try to prove himself innocent. Remember?
Fugitive?
Yeah, fugitive.
That was really that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's not the story at all.
I was
It's
I was looking for a deep cut there.
Yeah,
You're talking The Fugitive.
Fugitive. Sorry,
Okay.
couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's not the story at all. It's Richard Kimball, based on a series. Chicago, he wasn't in a truck, he was in a bus.
The Fugitive and Outbreak. That's what this is. It's those two movies combined.
No, it isn't. It's 28 Days Later, The Road Show.
That would be a good movie.
Right.
I don't want it in real life.
Well, you do. And don't worry, it was headed for Florida, where no one would have noticed.
For a lot of this not to be happening in real life.
What are the diseases again? We got a little Hep C going on.
I
We got a little COVID.
I don't.
I think there's 3 of them. It's Hep C, COVID, and what was the other one? Herpes.
Oh, and herpes.
What happens if we combine all three into one monkey and then release it into the wild? What could possibly go wrong?
It sounds like Trump. That sounds like an RFK Jr. thing. We'll get everybody to have a immunity to all three naturally. Why inoculate people when we can just release a diseased monkey and it'll spread, and the winners will live, and the weak will die, and we can make America healthy again, which again, as I pointed out this morning, is not make Americans healthy again. And you can make a lifeboat healthy again by throwing the sick person overboard and letting the sharks take care of it. So I would prefer a Make Americans Healthy Again program. But I'm being silly.
Can I tell you something? Oh,
fuck. He's gone all Jimmy Dore. He wrote something down, didn't he? He's looking at it. Stu knows it's coming too. Shit.
we are in real trouble. I mean, I hate to bring this up too. I mean, okay. Did you need diseased monkeys on the loose today from me? No. Can I?
Maybe there should have been, people at the competent people at the CDC that hadn't been fired. Maybe precautions. I don't know. Maybe a functioning government around these kind of things. Maybe the NIH and the CDC aren't our enemy.
Make it worse? Absolutely, I can make this worse.
Have at it.
When we had the COVID thing, and
We did? You mean the hoax?
we're all like, we shouldn't have these labs everywhere,
Oh, like the labs with all the crazy, gain of function research and things like that.
Yeah, we didn't. We don't. We do not. Well, we didn't for a while, and then Trump, of course, brought back gain of function because Obama shut it down, and anything that Obama does, you have to reverse. So Trump reopened it, and then we got COVID, and then he was like, we shut it down right away. No, you didn't. You cut the security funding. That was his way of shutting it down, by the way.
Yeah. We've built hundreds of new labs now.
Trump obviously shut them down immediately. That's why they were moving the monkeys.
Hundreds of new labs. There are more than 3,500 BSL-3 and over 110 BSL-4, biosafety level 4 laboratories. And all of them are now working on pathogens that could kill all of us.
Right, because they're looking for a cure in case those pathogens, which do naturally occur, actually break out. That's how you would do it. And by the way, he's counting any hospital with a testing facility and a lab in it, or any university with the same kind of thing. These are not dissimilar from how you would study any of these things. We didn't just build these randomly. They get licensed.
So, a 2025 Journal of Public Health study reveals over 90% of the countries that operate these labs have no oversight whatsoever.
Yeah, so we don't have them. They exist in the world, you're saying. So there's 3,500 of these worldwide.
All of them are working on diseases that can kill us all. There's not like one that's doing like yogurt flavors or something.
No, there's
not one.
No, there's not one.
No.
There is not one. I wish there were.
Why would you have a biohazard level 4 lab working on a yogurt flavor unless you were trying to poison everyone with yogurt? Stu. Sorry. That was my bad. 1 second. Stu. Okay, so what you're saying is everyone at the Blase is in on it.
Oh, they keep saying these are shields from what's coming. No, these are matchsticks. That's what these labs are. These are giant matchsticks, and
No, they're not. No, they're not. We live in a world of matchsticks, and they are trying to make fire extinguishers. Moron.
are sitting in a bunch of kindling. They say they're developing
Even Stu is like, that's a stupid fucking analogy. And also, what's that memo of understanding horse shit again?
vaccines, but what they're really doing is enhancing the viruses. Which when I say enhancing, what that really means is they're weaponizing viruses.
No, they're not. No, they aren't. I'm sure there are some that are doing it in Russia, in China. I guarantee it. That's one of the other reasons why you have versions of them here where you can be prepared in case it breaks out again. You would think in a response to COVID, you'd go, oh shit, what if it's not a respiratory virus next time? What if it's a virus that causes leukemia or shit like that? What if it's a virus that, that exacerbates cancer, something like that, like FPV does? Right? Or not FPV. You don't have to.
So don't worry. It's just gain of function, which translated is loss of sanity.
I mean,
what a moron. Okay. Again, so who authorized, I guess the question is, in America, what Glenn is saying is that, thank you, HPV. I don't know, I got stuck with FPV, the first person view for drones. Got stuck in my head. I apologize. HPV, thank you. So Glenn needs to tell everybody, was it RFK Jr.? Was it Trump himself who okayed gain of function in the United States?
The research makes me very nervous. I mean, the fact that we have more labs that have higher safety standards, in theory, that was one of the problems with the COVID outbreak.
Oh yeah, who cut off the security funds for Wuhan? Who was it? What president cut funding while he allowed gain of function to continue, cut funding for the security that we were doing through the World Health Organization of the Wuhan lab? Does anybody remember? It happened somewhere between 2017 and 2019. I don't even remember who was president at the time.
Yeah. They were doing research that should have been done in a BSL-4 and a BSL-1 and a BSL-2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, having more 4s that could be good, right?
Oh.
I mean, just
maybe. Did you see the BSL-4 in China? In Wuhan?
Well, I think that was the issue there, is it wasn't a BSL-4.
Right. And, well, no, I think they called it a BSL-4, didn't they?
No, they didn't.
They wasn't one.
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
Glenn's talking out of his ass. This is what I would call the Stu conundrum at the Blase. Is that Stu, while also dumb, is dumb adjacent. Like, he's nowhere near the total brain eclipse idiocy of Glenn Beck. And so he reads stuff and it won't leave his head. So even when he wants to continue selling this horse shit, he still has to I know this though.
Do we have a BSL-4 for monkey research? I think maybe.
I'm not really sure.
Don't transport them. I know Georgia. If they're diseased, just keep them in one place. You don't need to transport them anywhere.
Apparently you do. Florida needs diseased monkeys and they need to be already diseased when they arrive. Again, I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum, but I'm not saying I heard that DeSantis wants to fuck one. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Atlanta, they're building another 150,000 square feet of a BSL-4 in Atlanta. So that's the place.
Who's they? Who's they? Who's licensing it? And also, raising something to a BSL-4, even if they're handling pathogens less than that, it just means that's the security level. That's what Stu was kind of trying to bring up. But Glenn is stupid and cannot process this at all.
Well, you know where all the zombies will be. Can I just tell you a quick little story? 1979, Soviet Union. They're...
All right. He looked this up and he was like, fuck, man. This asshole he's doing PM Magazine.
Trying to, maintain this BSL-4. They're not very good at it because, they're not good.
Because the government doesn't believe in real accountability and they don't really care about people. And so, like the government we have now. Sure. Okay, go ahead.
But it really anything in 1979 in Russia?
Except nuclear power. That'll be safe.
That'll be
in the
totally,
future.
They're exactly right. Okay. So there was a cloud released from this biosafety level lab 4. No flames, no alarms, just a faint invisible mist. It's kind of like my teenage son's farts. Okay. It's invisible and it's deadly. And it was carrying anthrax spores.
Okay. By the way, there is no way the studio they're in does not reek all the time.
From the weapons lab. Well, people began to die, clearly. We don't know how many. They think hundreds. Entire families suffocated because the bacteria devoured their lungs. And so they were like, I can't breathe because I have no lung. Okay. And the Kremlin was like, Niet, not happening. What are you saying? The people are eating tainted meat. That's what's happening. And it's eating their lungs.
They Chernobyled it.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so for a decade, nobody really knew what was going on until the fall of the Soviet Union. And then people were going in and they're like, oh,
sure. Like, so basically what you mean is like awful shit's going to happen right now. And we're not going to know about it until after Trump is gone from office or has passed away.
Here's what happened. In one of these biosafety labs, a technician failed to replace an air filter properly. And
yeah, we're talking about 1979 fucking tech, dipshit. Thank you, Linda.
And that allowed this microscopic storm of death to be released into the air. I don't know. I mean, if your air filter not being installed properly can kill a bunch of people, and they blame it on the tainted meat, they McDonald's. I don't know. I don't really think that we should. We have them all over. 149 nations have them now.
Right. What are you gonna do? Bomb them? Dumb fuck?
149.
There's definitely not 149 nations that should have stuff like that.
You don't think so?
No, I can't. I don't even know that I could name 149 nations.
Try this one. In India, the labs now are experimenting with the Crimean Congo viruses. Fatality rate of 75%. In Russia, under its Sanitary Shield initiative.
Okay, this is just like panicking about the rest of the world. Weren't you just telling us about how he's building global alliance pacts? Here's a good one. Tie it to the first story, dipshit. How about that? How about you tie these two together and go, these are the countries. What about the countries that Trump just made a pact with? He has a memo of understanding with. Bring those up. Why do you say it? Like, maybe Trump toured one of them. Maybe that's why he looks like shit.
They are building 15 new BSL-4 sites. In Brazil, Project Orion, a high containment complex integrated with its particle accelerator. Ooh. And as I said, Atlanta, 160,000 square feet.
Hold on. Real quick. I'm going to check. Fuck, this is stupid. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Project Orion, a laboratory complex for advanced pathogen research being built by Brazilian Center for Research in Energy and Materials in Campinas, Sao Paulo, Brazil. It includes a biosafety level 4 containment facility, the highest level of biosafety for handling highly dangerous pathogens, virus, bacteria, fungi that can cause severe and untreatable disease. The lab will link to or leverage the nearby Sirius 4th generation synchrotron light source at CNPEM, making it globally unique, a BSL-4 lab integrated with advanced material science imaging and analysis infrastructure. Its first operational capacity will be around 2026, full operations by 2028. The lab will serve both domestic and international scientific communities, public health agencies, and will reinforce national health security, surveillance, and disease response capabilities. It's often Brazil and Latin America often lack capacity to research very dangerous pathogens domestically. Orion gives Brazil greater autonomy and capability. The combination of advanced biosafety and synchrotron imaging allows novel research approaches, faster vaccine and diagnostic development, and better materials/biology links. Brazil is positioning itself as the science and health hub for the region. Branding, safe, high containment labs bring risks, ensuring proper regulation, transparency, international best practices. I'm going to bring up something that's not in, where is this? This is the Journal of Nature. I think this is where Trump, open there. This is, I think, pretty much where he got this from. First biological, in South America for study of the world's deadliest diseases is set to open. Hold on. this down real quick. Boop. Move this up here. Thank you. And shrink it down. There we go. Construction is underway for the maximum security Brazilian facility, which will face costs and regulatory hurdles. Last month, Brazil celebrated breaking ground on whatever. Okay, there's a big plot of land right now, and this is what it's going to look like. This is a image. This is a this is what it's going to look like this area right here. This is the accelerator, and this is the facility right next to it, so they can use it to image these things and develop vaccines faster. Which, by the way, the vast majority of these things they use for like. Hold on one second. There we go. They use for agricultural diseases, like the ones that Glenn eats on the regular.
Apparently, we don't have enough room for all the monkeys that we're releasing out into the wild, and eventually we'll find and then put them in there and torture them or do whatever it is we do. No.
Why would we send animals that we're researching to a facility in Brazil that isn't going to open for 2 fucking years, you tit? I mean, this is embarrassing anyways. It's stupid.